This is Scott from Scalpel Trader, and I wanted to go over a couple of trades of the day. I usually do these with screenshots, but I'm limited on time, so I'll go over quickly. These were trades I took in my live trade room this morning. This is ES. We had a sell ice event early on, right after the open, and I took three different strategies here. One was the bark and lick. So when I say strategies, I'm referring to these trading strategies. These are my important areas that I look for volume events to confirm those areas are still important. So first trade I took here, blind ATR retest confirm, bark, and then lick, which is basically a bark with a target for liquidity, and there is liquidity down here as well as down here. So the other filter I have for the bark and lick trades is algo, guys. This exponential moving average. So if this is in the direction of the volume event, as far as qualifying for a long or short, then I will take the trade for barks and licks. This is the blue is the shorter term. It was below the red. Longer term, that signals a bearish look. So I took when these events confirm bearish, meaning hit the ATR, 5-minute ATR retest confirm. I take the trade. This is the zone drawing tool that I use. I don't have to draw these by hand anymore. Anyway, took that trade there, and then there was another trade I took. This was more of a structure trade, and this was actually it was a failed balance breakout as far as this is concerned. Everything's fractal, but this was into this morning, and I actually said on the webinar, failed balance breakout, it was a Breaking Bad setup where you have current balance breakdown through the prior balance high volume node, and you get an event below there, you take the trade. So I took those three strategies, and I actually missed one here too on my webinar because I had multiple trades on that I'm going to show you, but there was some more buy ice here that I didn't draw on the automatic drawing tool because these weren't thresholds individually, but together combined, and this was definitely an event. So I'll draw this quickly just to show you how you could have added to this trade on the barks and licks. So buy ice came a little lower than that though. Let's see, get some more here. I think that was correct there. This came down here, so you can see the spike. This was the first spike, and this was the second spike, so this came down to here. This down to there. So that was that buy ice event, so that actually did the same exact thing as far as the barks and licks. Then I could have added to this trade and had double size on. I just didn't see this during the webinar because it didn't announce it, but so you had the ATR retest confirm of this sell ice, you had the ATR retest confirm of this buy ice, which is a broken ice setup, we call it. So anyway, I could have added, but I had the three strategies on, and I carried them down. And my stop was originally, this is all part of the zone drawing tool too, that you can do this, see these values, but this was my original stop. I push it outside and I'm an ATR to be stopped out. I'm going to be wrong. And then you had a new event. I didn't actually travel that one because I didn't see it, like I said, but then this came in and I traveled my stop to that guy. And then we had multiple events down here that ended up being the end of the run. You had a double whammy, buy ice, sell stop run with buy ice, and then more buy ice came in, and actually I was out down here at one of my key areas that I exit the trade, which are the Ludwig levels. Down in here, I got out and it went a little lower, and then that was it. So, so that was a nice trade. And then I also caught NASDAQ shorts early on off of this. There was buy stop runs, buy stop runs, buy stop runs. So I'm not going to get completely into this, but this is telling you that a lot of times that's just the stop runs are usually retail trader puke. So I mean, you can see the market's going up, but is it really initiative buying, or is it just traders puking? So that was a signal right there. But just as far as the thesis. But anyway, I got short on this step bros setup, one of the 6 distinct setups I used to trade. Sell ice with sell stops right down there. And I took an aggressive entry here. I was waiting to put on barks and licks off of this too. This one never retested. Sometimes they don't retest, but I did get a strategy on. This was a pick trade, so this is a move into this guy with a volume event. It tried to break out of this market profile composite, came back in, volume event. I took that aggressively, first move out, and rode this puppy down. I think it was below 2. Can't remember now, but let's see. No, I got out of, actually I got out of some at the bottom of this guy, bottom of that guy, and then I stopped out of the rest when this event, when I moved back out of this event turned bullish, this one here, when I moved back out, I got stepped out right there. So that's how I trailed my stops. So that was a decent trade. And then the other trade was short in YM. This was a nice, pretty much painless trade, which doesn't happen very often, especially being short these equity markets. You had sell ice right off the open here. They never did retest. I was going to put on Barks and Licks here because Algo guy was bearish as well, but I did take the aggressive entry, first move out of the sell ice zone. This was like 100 sell ice here, so the threshold for YM is 100. But that was the same type of trade I took in NASDAQ, where it moved. This one was actually moving out of here. Sell ice, took it aggressively, got smushed. That's that move here, and I got out actually at the blue lug at the time. So nice trades. This didn't end up moving much lower. I'm not. Yeah, it was right around here I got out, so that was pretty much it. But 3 nice trades in equities, which is pretty rare on a Monday morning. So I was happy with that. That is it. I do this every day in my trade room. Come on over, and you can watch it live. Thanks.